Hello, in this video we are going to learn on the concept of if and nested if. We have gone through so many nesting functions like in the previous video also named text functions, no? We already nested substitute function within the substitute function, and also we have learned on the logical functions which comes under the logical functions. In that video also you have learned on how to nest and or not these functions within an if function. So similar like here also we are going to implement an if within another if, okay, or a multiple if within another if. So we will learn on these concepts in more clear. So the first one is if condition. So what does that if condition refers for? If condition, while you talking itself, you will say like this, no? If I have a cupcake, I will make it or cut it into 2 pieces and I will give it to my sibling, and the half portion will be eaten by me. Suppose if you have only a half portion of cupcake, then what will you do? So you will have more than if conditions, right? And you have if you have only a single brother or a sister, you will just cut it into 2 pieces. Suppose if you are having with more than one sibling, like a brother and a sister, and you also have to share the single cupcake with your parents also, then what will be the condition? If I have a cupcake like this, a single cupcake, first I will cut it into 2 pieces. Then what will you do? This is the first condition. If I have only a single sibling and I don't want to share the cupcake with anyone else. But if the case is different, you want to share this cupcake with your both the siblings, then what will be the condition? Else I will cut it into 3 pieces. So there comes an else portion, right? So this else portion, if you have an else portion if in your condition itself, then you have to use the if condition. So as you can see that the as per the syntax also, if the logical condition is correct, go with the second argument, else go with this third argument, okay, like this. Suppose a simple example which is very much what it's relatable to you, okay. The first one is till 12th I studied like in a lazy manner, but when I joined in the degree course, no, I will study as a routine. I will learn things day by day and I will study these things day by day. But the case has changed when you joined in the degree courses. You feel like, wow, this is my degree life. I should have to enjoy my degree life. And I don't want to learn day by day. What is this? In that case, the else case changed. The else portion came, no? So after you completing the 12th, you have a plan like, if I rejoined this course, I will learn day by day. I'm going to learn things day by day, like this. But the case has changed when you rejoined or joined the degree course. So you have an else portion. I will learn the things weekly, okay. Instead of day by day, I will learn things weekly. And then what happened? The case is also changed the second time. What will be that? I couldn't complete the activity or I couldn't complete learning week by week. So I will learn the things monthly, okay. But What was the situation then also? It also changed. It has also changed. So monthly learning is also not possible for my case. I will learn the same things when schedule the exam dates or during the study leave. അല്ലേ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് as per your terms you will say like this, no? Study leave ni ഞാൻ പഠിക്കാം. I will learn things during my study leaves. Yeah, that is the possible thing that I can do by myself without helping, without need a help, or might be need a help. So these relatable things can be communicated using the if else condition, right? So this is what MS Excel also does with the function if. So if this is the condition, do this as the second argument, else do the second argument. So you are passing a logical test or a condition as the first argument, no? So if the argument of the first argument or the condition as the first argument is met, then the second argument will be returned, else the third argument will be returned. So here I have a table of name, subject 1 and subject 2 and subject 3. Then I calculated the total using the sum function. Then I calculated grade of each students using the if condition. So here in the first calculation I simply put the if function. I simply checked whether the first condition as whether the total mark is less than 100 or greater than 100. If it is less than 100, just put grade as failed, else put grade as A. But it is obvious that this grading system is not that much acceptable, right? So 102, a total of 102 scored A grade, but a 98% of a total resulted as a failed student. So this comes an illogical if condition, right? So in this situation we will use nesting if function because we want to calculate the else portions also. Like if the total mark is greater than 100, put A like this. If total is greater than 100, grade as A. Okay, else recheck the total which is less than or equal to 100 and total is greater than 90. Put grade as B. Again we have else condition, right? Else if or recheck, else recheck the total which is less than or equal to 90 and greater than 80. Put grade as C and so on. Okay, like this our condition goes. Okay, so this was the condition. So this is the same condition that I am going to apply with the nested if. So what was the simple if concept? We are just simply putting an if condition. If the condition met, we will have to pass an argument as second and third argument as if the condition is not met. Okay, so I am going to change the simple if to a nested if using the given condition like this. So I am going to let's keep the same here. Let's recreate a column again for grade. Here I am going to apply nested if. So I am opening the first if. So what was my first condition? I have to check whether this total column is greater than 100. Then put A as grade. So the third argument refers for the invalid or the condition not met argument, right? So in that portion we have to add the else portion. So here put comma, then you have to put the else portion. What was the else portion? Else recheck the total again. So here I am reopening if condition again. So why I am reopening the if condition again? Because it's rechecking the conditions like total is less than or equal to 100 or greater than or equal to 90. So I am going to reopen the if condition and also checking the condition whether total is less than or equal to 100 or greater than 90. So here we have two conditions, right? One is total less than or equal to 100 and the another one is total greater than 90. So I have to use the logical condition like AND. So I am opening the AND function and I have to pass the first function, total less than or equal to 100, comma E4 greater than 90. So and it's over. Then put grade as B. Right. So now what is the next condition? Else recheck the total which is less than or equal to 90 and greater than 90, then put grade as C. So again I want to recheck the if condition, right? So here I am rechecking the same like I did just before, and bracket opens E4 less than or equal to 90, comma E4 greater than 80, comma put grade as C. Okay. Then again I want to check the another condition like if and bracket opens E4 which is less than or equal to 80, comma E4 greater than 70, put grade as D. In the last, if we do not have any other else portion or else condition to check whether, put it as the last else part. Okay, നിങ്ങൾക്കാണെങ്കിലും മടുത്തു ഇനി തലേ ദിവസം ഇരുന്ന് പഠിക്കാം എന്നും പറഞ്ഞുള്ള സിറ്റുവേഷൻ ആവില്ലേ. സോ ദർ ഇസ് നോ മോർ എൽസ് പാർട്ട് ടു ചെക്ക്. So in that case we have to simply put third argument of the last function as the final result. So here the final result is failed. So I put failed as here and I simply close the bracket. As you can see that when I close the bracket, the color changed here, the green color. So where is the green color ends? Here, the last if. So I want to close these if and this if and also this if. So I am again closing the bracket here. So here it comes blue and here it also blue. Again see red, red, last one black, black. So here comes the closing of every brackets of if condition and I simply put enter. So when I drag it down, you can see the result. So B in between 90 and 80, the grade should be B. If it is in between 80 and 90, it should be in C. If it is in between 80 and 70, it should be in D. So we don't have a C grade and a failed student. So this grading system becomes an acceptable one or a logically acceptable one instead of this one. So in these cases we are using nested if instead of simply if. So I hope you got the idea of nested if and a simple if. So here comes the end of the concept of if and nested if. Do the practical session of this nested if, because so many errors can happen while you applying the nested if condition, like closing the bracket issues, like the argument given values issues. So these two kind of problems can occur while you are doing the practical session of nested if. So do trying and get thorough with the bracket closing places, and also get thorough with the argument values also here. Okay, just be careful with the arguments and the commas and also the closing brackets. So if you got the idea of where to close the bracket, where to open the bracket, where to put the argument values, then the nested if becomes very much easy for you. So thank you so much for listening.